Here. All right.
Thank you, Beverly.
Good afternoon. My name is Beverly Brewster, and I'm from the Foundation for Policing and Justice. What we do is we support police officers. And on that note, so thank you for your service. Everyone who's here, thank you for your service. One of the things that is really important to the Foundation is the support of rule of law and our democracy, which is what officers protect. And bail reform, our present bail reform is eroding that, is eroding our democracy, it's eroding rule of law. And what I'm here to do today is to ask you to vote against bail reform. I do understand your elected officials are very good people. They mean well. Unfortunately, the support they supporting or being a signatory to bail reform is hurting our officers, and by extension, it's eroding public safety. What I would like everyone in here to do today, kindly, is if you can look at the form or the sheet that I passed out. It has steps where you can go online to New York State Senate /bailreform.gov and vote. If you cannot vote, you can simply find your elected official, open account, the steps are there, and say to them, bail reform is hurting us. This is not official in the sense it's not a vote. However, it's saying to elected officials that what you're doing, we are not in agreement with it, because as I said earlier, it is hurting our police officers, preventing them from doing their jobs, and by extension, eroding public safety. Another issue that is close to it is gun violence. And I've recently written a book for young children, for those of you who have. It's entitled Guns Hurt. It explains the danger of guns and why educators, parents, and any adult guardian should speak to their children and let them know how dangerous guns are, because children are going to school now with guns in their backpack, and it's hurting other children, and by extension it will hurt teachers, staff. So in order to prevent anything similar to Uvale or any other school shootings that we have seen in the past, I'm asking you kindly if you can look into it. And as I said, tell your friends, tell your neighbors and those around you to vote against bail reform. Vote for our rule of law. Vote to protect our officers. On that note, I'm not affiliated with any political party. As I said, this is our role and function is to support police officers and their work. Thank you very much, everybody, and thank you, officers, for the great job you are doing. We do appreciate it.
Any questions for Beverly?
Hi, Beverly. Thank you very much for presenting this. So as part of your initiative, are you also advocating for your organization and constituents to contact the state officials regarding the elder parole law that is being proposed, which would automatically put people up for parole hearings if they are 55 years of age, or if they've served 15 years of their sentence, even if that meant a life sentence?
No, my main focus now is bail reform, because bail reform is creating recycling, it's creating recidivism. The same, it has been a revolving door for criminals. The same speed they go in, they come out within 24 hours. And as I said, that's a detriment to officers, not just their physical safety, but also the relationship. It's eroding public trust, because if someone is arrested and within 24 hours they're back on the street, the victim is going to say the officers are not doing anything. So when officers go in the community to investigate, they won't be able to conduct a proper investigation, which is critical to the prosecutorial process. So this is why we are focusing now. It's just on bail reform. Of course, other things, if you wish, I can probably speak to an elected official regarding anything that may work against our officers and by extension public safety. But right now, our focus is on bail reform. Thank you.
So are you saying that they are looking to reform the current rules of bail?
No, what we are seeking to do is to have elected officials amend bail reform. Okay, each case must be looked at individually. Presently, it's a blanket case, whereas if someone is arrested, they can't afford a cash bail, they can simply walk. I think these things these cases must be circumstantial, depending on the type of cases, the situation surrounding them, and another issue that is allowing defense to use is to have some of these Class E felonies reduced to the violent Class E felonies to reduce to non-violent Class E felonies, and there are many of them. So it gives the criminals more leverage. And this is what we would like elected officials to address. Because as I said, okay, let's take, for example, a rape. It could be reduced to a non-violent Class E felony, and the person is out. Even the rape of a minor, the soliciting prostitution of a minor. All of these are non-Class E violent felonies that put the criminals back on the street in less than 24 hours. And we would like our elected officials to address this. Thank you. I don't know if that answers your question.
You did a great job, thank you.
Thanks again.